Welcome to our third episode of an explainer on Court Helicopter News. Today we are out of the CBD trying to educate our people what are offences that are found within the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act. This episode comes to you courtesy of Court Helicopter News every Saturday and Sunday, where we educate you what the law is. We are on the third episode and we are looking at a computer as a transactional tool. Offenses can be done while transacting using a computer. Section 25 provides for what is called computer forgery. Here is where somebody uses a computer to alter the information on a certificate of land, on a title deed, on an academic certificate, on a document that already exists. You alter the details and the content or the numbers or figures in that document. Two, you delete some of the information by using the computer that are already there. Third, you change the data that is already there, to be a data that you want. All these offenses, if they are done for the purpose of gain, remember, you are altering information in a Form 4 certificate to where somebody got a grade D, you are altering it to be grade A. It is for gain. It is for gain. In that offense, that person, once found, will be jailed for 5 years or will be fined 20 million shillings. Section 26 brings out what is called cyber harassment. Have you ever been harassed? Have somebody been keeping you apprehensive? This is a communication from a phone, communication from a computer, communication from anywhere that causes fear. It causes apprehension. It causes somebody to feel bad. It also involves sending of offensive messages. You harass somebody, you abuse somebody, you do bad things by the phone. If you do cyber harassment, then you'll be fined 20 million shillings or 10 years imprisonment. Remember, under this act, once you have been harassed, you have what is called cyber harassment. You can rush to court, and the court is mandated to issue injunction orders, restraining orders to stop that person. And this is the law that every Kenyan needs to know. The court must decide that matter within 14 days. So if you report today, the case must be heard and determined within 14 days. That is Section 26 of the Cybercrime Misuse Act in an offense called cyber harassment. Section 28 brings a new type of crime, cyber squatting. Do you know there is an offense called cyber squatting? This is an offense where you take a business trademark, a name like Safaricom, a name like Danstan Omari and Associates, a name like Equity Bank, a name like Nairobi Hospital, a registered trademark, a registered business name, and you change it, put it in your own that it is yours. You create through the computer some graphics distorting that trade name. And very many businessmen, very many business ladies are doing that. That is an offense called cyber squatting. If you are found, you will pay a fine of Kenya shillings 200,000 or an imprisonment for 2 years. Section 29 talks about identity theft. Very many of cases now in court You have seen people being arrested. They are being told identity theft or impersonation. Here, you know there is nowadays what you call electronic signatures. Somebody goes and gets your signature, uplifts it from a document, signs that document pretending to be you. He is impersonating that it is this company. He is impersonating somebody. That is theft, identity theft. If you are found that you have stolen an identity theft, you have stolen a password, an identity password, login credentials, you'll get in for 2 years, for 3 years, or go in for 200,000 shillings. Section 30. Do you know there is an offense called phishing? Phishing is not the type of going to look kwa samaki. It is phishing. Phishing. This is, and very many Kenyans have had this, but they have never known it is an offense called phishing. Have you been called by somebody pretending to be from Safaricom, asking you, give us your PIN number for your Safaricom Mpesa account? Have you been called from Equity Bank, somebody telling us, give us your password? Have you been called from Cooperative Bank? Have you been called from a company called Danstan Omari and Associates? You are being asked us, give us your ID number, give us your password. That is an offense called phishing. Mostly people say those people are in committee, they are jailed. That is an offense where somebody is impersonating an entity and asking one to disclose very confidential information like the PIN number to your Mpesa, to your account number, and all those details. If you are found, that is an offense under section 30, and you'll be fined Kenya shillings 300,000 shillings or imprisonment for 3 years. The second last offense we'll be dealing with here is interception of electronic messages. You create a system where money being transferred from Omari's Mpesa number to Cyrus's number, you intercept that transaction midway. If you have found that, then you will be jailed for 7 years or a fine of 200,000 shillings. Section 32, which we will finish with, is willful misdirection of electronic messages. You intercept and change that message. Instead of going to Tony, it goes to somebody else. You, once convicted, you will get 100,000 Kenya shillings or 2 years. You have had, don't ever commit offenses which we have enumerated. That will be the end of our third episode of Court Helicopter News. We shall proceed for the fourth episode, which will come shortly, on dealing with higher crimes in cybercrime offenses. Thank you, Wakili Danstan Omari.